Hello, my name is pronounced Ma-Li. It's a translation, so it's spelled a little differently. This is my very first junk journal flip through. I made this fairy book for a very special friend. I met her in college and she was totally different than I was. She wore the big gallon pans and loved punk rock for all of you who went through that stage of dress. She wore her hair up in these twists we called little pretties, and she absolutely adored fairies. She introduced me to Brian Froud and the Lady Kennington book Oppressed Fairies. So this is kind of an homage to the beginning of our friendship. I use this beautiful fabric to make a covering for the outside. She also loves butterflies. I made this book plate so she can decide what she wants to title it, whether journal, fairies galore, whatever she wants. And I saw in another video, imagine, and it opens up into a little fairy door. So the whole theme for this journal was to hide all the fairies as they do mischief throughout the book. And it is a birthday present for her. So I found this beautiful birthday fairy image. When you open up, I ran out of time, so I didn't put anything on the inside of the front cover, but I did stencil with the fairy things that I had and cut some out in the different colors. This is a bag, so it can explain what a junk journal is for those who don't know. And you can also just flip here or flip all the way up for another birthday fairy image. And I love the idea of giving someone all the earth. We did a lot of hiking in college and continue to this day. Then I just have a little bit of stenciling on this page and on the other side at the end of this signature. I loved this idea. I could not figure out how to get this closure. So what I did is I made it a flip. So there's tons of journaling place. She's an English major, so she loves to write. And then you can just open this up and it flips, and we've got tucks with little fairy images. This is almost like tickets that you could fold, and I put blank pieces of paper so she can just jot down ideas throughout. So I'm going to go ahead and close this up. I'll close it later. Lots of blank pages. I did this paper ruffle on the side. That's kind of one of my main components in all my signatures I've been doing. I did this collage when I was halfway through the project with all my green scraps. This is my little Easter egg fairy. She's the only one actually showing. In this belly band, I made this little mini file folder that says Believe in Fairies with the fairy image. And then she just kind of hides behind the belly band. Tried to make it really foresty, woodsy themed papers. She's really into native plants right now, so I thought that would kind of fit well with what she currently loves. Again, I had different stamps that I did on the collage piece and cut it off into different things that could be included throughout the book. More journaling space, the other side of the first paper ruffle. This is a trifold where we were doing Harry Potter junk journals with my daughter, and I love that phrase, mischief managed, and my daughter helped me stamp a bunch of these trifolds that I had made. This is another stamp that I actually got from a trade. This lady who lives nearby, when she's bored of her scrapbooking stuff, she puts it on Facebook Marketplace, and then I just usually end up with them, to be honest. There was a couple of fairy books that I used to cut out different images. I loved the beginning of chapters, used this castle several times. So I used that as a flip so she could still journal, because this stencil, while it's gorgeous and I love it, obviously didn't leave her a lot of room to write. So I tried to include it here. So really focused on a lot of flips. Here's some more of the mushrooms without the little dots, but still very, very fun and whimsical. This is a 4-piece flip that goes through the different seasons, spring, summer, fall, and the fairies are on the washi tape, so they're technically not hidden, I guess, but they are having a lot of fun with different herbs and flowers on the front. I love the little lace tabs. This is just a napkin that I decoupaged onto a piece of cardstock. It's green, but it's also kiwi. My kids always eat a ton of fruit at her house, which always makes her laugh. She can never keep them full. And this is a corner flip-up packet with a little fabric cluster. I love this one, says Adventure Awaits. You can't see the whole image. This is a Mandalorian scrap and Harry Potter scrap because I'm a huge fantasy nerd. This is a little butterfly that's meant to be real cute if she wants to add and start gluing things in to the junk journal as she wants to decorate it. And then just more paper ruffles, different card stacks. And again, I believe this one was called Another Dreadful Fairy Book, that I got some of the images at the beginning of the chapters and just added a little bit of lace, card stack. I couldn't decide if I wanted it to be like a flip up, but I wanted the fairies to be hidden. So I just went with tucking it in as ephemera. This one is showing, so I guess that's my second Easter egg, but I really wanted to use this piece of the collage for a packet. I personally love having lots of packets in my junk journals. This one is a tuck here in the front. My daughter really loved that butterfly paper and wanted it there. Tuck on the side, and then it also is a flip for journaling space. Oh, I forgot this other tuck. I'll have to put something fun in there when I finish filming. And then I also have this very large page packet where I took these images from the internet. It was an advertisement for the Liebig company. I'm probably butchering that name, so I apologize if someone knows the proper pronunciation. But when I had multiple tucks, I tried to kind of get them to be coordinated. More stencils with the tree images. This fairy I absolutely loved, and I kind of made her hide behind her own wings. But I think I forgot to mention my friend's favorite color is green, so I really tried to do as much with the green fairies as I could. I really, with junk journaling, am trying not to spend a lot of money because I felt when I first looked up what a junk journal was, it was kind of the rebellion against scrapbooking, and I did spend a lot of money on my scrapbook supplies. And I really spend a lot of time scrapping my kids and all their memories. So junk journaling's really for me. So instead of doing a lot of printables, I'm trying to find things that are free and not copyright on the internet. I saw this little idea of how to keep your envelope closed from G. Kerr. So I really thought that would be a fun way to kind of close this flip open envelope. If you recognize, this is the same idea with book pages. I kind of did it the hot dog way and didn't like how skinny it was. I decided to still use it, but that's why earlier I had one the hamburger way. So I just included paper. This is one that's more of those tickets. I used a lot of free images from Wings of Whimsy. And then you can also open this for another flip. And apparently I forgot the tuck there as well, so I'll have to get another bookmark type thing. I also found lots of free coloring pages on the Super Coloring website, and you could do fairies, steampunk. So this one, she's a brunette, so I thought that was really pretty. And then I've got this flip open right here, 2 tucks. I'll add more ephemera later. And then I've got this double packet with belly band. More fairy images, stenciling, another double tuck with a beautiful flip.